Hare Krishna, welcome back to the Krsnatarian way of cooking. So, first of all, I wanted to apologize to my viewers that I haven't been able to upload videos. This past 1 month has been kind of tough on my family because my husband lost his father. During that time, he was also going back and forth to a city which is like very, very far away from my place, and emotionally, it was draining for him. And when he was not around, I was the one who was kind of going around to places and doing all the shopping and everything. So, um, also, I'm doing personally in my life some things, and because of that, my household duties and other things and my catering, I was not getting any time to edit the videos. So, after this video, I will be sharing next video onwards, which will be with subtitles instead of my voice, so that I can regularly upload videos. At the same time, I'm not time bounded with these recordings. So, please understand that part from my end. So I just want to serve my viewers properly in a more productive way, but at the same time I want to make sure that I don't have too much restrictions of the time too. So here I'm actually sharing with all of you today a coconut curry sabji. This is actually coconut cream sabji which I made for one of the catering. So let's look into the entire recipe. First, in a wok, I have taken around 3 tablespoons of coconut oil. You can use regular oil if you want to, but just because this is kind of a coconut curry sabji, I decided to use coconut oil. Then I added around 1 teaspoon of mustard seeds, started spluttering. Now I added around a quarter teaspoon of asafoetida, which is hing, then a teaspoon of turmeric powder, then 1.5 teaspoons of cumin seeds, and then here I have ginger chili paste. I added around a quarter cup of that, and then a lot of curry leaves. Curry leaves, because it's a curry sabji, that's why you have to add like around a handful of it. Then I added some Kashmiri red chili powder. I added around 2 tablespoons of it. Then I added a tablespoon of curry powder. Check out the recipe of this curry spice powder in my book if you have the copy of it or a Kindle edition. Then I added around a cup of finely chopped celery. You can use cabbage, not a problem. Now keep the heat on medium and continuously stir this. Make sure all the spices are mixed nicely with this chopped celery. Then I added around 2 teaspoons of salt. Mix well. Now cover with a lid and cook it on low heat for around 5 to 10 minutes. Now remove it. This has been cooking for last 5 to 10 minutes. Again cover it and cook for another 5 minutes. So this is the kind of color we want. So if it is done for you on a gas stove already in 10 minutes, then you don't need to cook again. I just wanted this kind of color. That's why. Make sure the heat is only on low. Now here I have around 5 chopped tomatoes. What I did was I just processed them in a processor and then I just added that. This saves actually the cooking time of making the tomatoes soft and all that. So I just used 5 medium tomatoes without adding any water. I just blended them in a processor. Nicely mix it, cover it and cook it. Now this should be for around 10 minutes. You can add a little bit water if you want, but I don't think so it is needed. Now I added around 2 teaspoons of garam masala powder. Covered it and I'm cooking it again for another 5 to 7 minutes. Now I'm going to add around 1 cup of coconut cream. So the can which I have of coconut cream, it also has a little bit of coconut milk to it, so that's why I'm just removing spoon by spoon. So first I add the cream and later on I'll be adding the milk part of it. just mixing it well. And now all the mixed veggies. So you can add your choicest veggies. I have used peas, beans, carrots, corns, and then I'll be using also cauliflower. You can also use some bell peppers. I think I'll be using also bell peppers in this. So now the remaining coconut milk. This is like around half cup of it. I'm just adding it. That actually helps. Instead of adding water and watering it down, we don't need that. Add the cauliflower florets. A handful of them is enough. Now add just around a quarter cup of water to it. Now cover it and cook it for another 5 minutes on low heat. So if you see this oily substance on the top, is actually the oil from the coconut cream, because the cream releases oil as well. So I now added around a cup of chopped bell pepper, and then I've added some kasturi methi or fenugreek leaves, dry fenugreek leaves on top. Just crushed them. That was like around 1 teaspoon. Mixed everything. Now cover it and cook for around 2 to 3 minutes. Here the entire curry is ready now. Turn off the stove and then garnish it with 1 cup of chopped cilantro or coriander leaves. So this coconut curry sabji is ready. So look at the color of this coconut cream. There is no dairy cream, only coconut. It is like very delicious coconut flavor to it, and the vegetables are also cooked to its perfection. This tastes so good. Now I'm going to garnish with some more cilantro. Then I'll place a tulsi leaf and offer it at the lotus feet of Krishna. So this sabji actually I offered with some kheer, which was also part of the order, and also had served some chapatis. So I hope you like watching this video. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.